Name a better woman to play the role of Wonder Woman than Gal Gadot. I want you to. Name a better woman who could play this role of Wonder Woman better than Gal Gadot. I'll wait. You better not have come up with one because there isn't one who can play the role better than Gal Gadot. What the heck is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the Justice League Gal Gadot Wonder Woman SH Figuarts, and man, have I been waiting for this figure. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to crack this thing open. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging. Now, looking at the packaging, I really don't like the color yellow that they chose to go with. I think it would have looked a little bit cooler if they would have went with like a dark brown or a beigeish color, but I mean, it works. It's fine. It's just a box anyway, but as you guys can see, we got a picture of Gal Gadot Wonder Woman right there. It looks extremely pixelated in the face, but it does look better in the package so far. Of course, it's the window packaging, so you can see her in there. Justice League right there, Wonder Woman right there, Japanese stuff at the bottom, Tamashii Nation's Bandai. Not much at the bottom except for Wonder Woman and the completion of this image. Another image of her, actually the promo image on the side right here, which looks extremely cool. On this side, just Wonder Woman again, and of course on the back you got some poses you can get her into at the top, and then all the stuff at the bottom that doesn't matter. So yeah, anyway, package is pretty standard. It's about the same thing that we got with Batman. It is a little bit smaller than what we're used to with SH Figuarts, but it's cool, it works, I'm fine with it, but that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get into Wonder Woman. Now, taking a look at this extremely awesome, gorgeous, unique, extremely beautiful, unique in physique, created figure. Oh my god, I dig it. I'm sorry, people. If you got the Mayfix, it's time to go ahead and throw it away. Mine's been in the trash, but you guys need to go ahead and throw it away. This figure is awesome. Oh my god. Now, I did have some issues with mine, unfortunately pulling it out, but I fixed it so far. Well, one of them anyway, but there was right here, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, I had to chip away at it a little bit with my bat knife because unfortunately I had a red mark. I believe it was probably from the clothing, and it was on her arm. I had to scratch it off, and it wasn't coming when I used my finger to try to scratch it off, so yeah, I had to use the bat knife to do that. But overall, I gotta say this figure looks amazing. Just playing with it and holding it right now, it already feels better and looks better than the Mayfix. Now, one issue I have with it is that it is a little bit loose, and actually, here is another paint splotch right there where they kind of messed up on the leg. I think I can scratch that off, so I'll take a look at that in just a second. But anyway, let's go ahead and put her back and see how tall she stands really quick. Now, thankfully, I was able to scratch that off, and one issue that I hope this figure does not have is the same issue that was a Mayfix issue, and I'm not going to try to make this whole video about bashing it, but unfortunately the blue off of the skirt constantly rubbing onto the skin tone and just turning it blue, that was god awful. And I don't know if that was something they could help just because they had to paint it that specific color of blue and they had to make it look that way. So maybe that was an issue they can't help, but I really hope I don't have that issue with this figure. That is going to suck, especially because she got that now, guys. But anyway, her height is right at 6 inches, as you guys can see. So actually she is pretty tall. Actually, she's a little over 6 inches. She's about 6.2, so pretty tall figure. And I mean, that works for her considering the fact that she is a pretty tall woman. And well, she's not tall in real life, but she's an Amazon. Wonder Woman is an Amazon, so I think it works for her height. Not complaining, I dig it. Now, for articulation, as you guys can see, she can look up only about that much for obvious reasons, which it's good. It works well enough. She looks down that much, which I really dig. That works so well. And one thing I like that they did is that they made the hair two separate pieces. For those of you who don't know, actually you can take the head off and there's still this piece right here hooked to the back. And I think it works well because I don't know if any of you had the SH Figuarts Thor, but once you made him look down, since his hair was all one piece, it looked horrible. And when you saw the gap right there, so I really think that works. I'm glad they did that. She does have a butterfly joint in here, which works extremely well for moving her arms around for when she's blocking bullets. I dig that. Her arms move up about that much, which is extremely good. She does have a swivel in there, double jointed elbows, and of course, fists and hands are on a ball peg. She does have a diaphragm joint, which works extremely well. Waist is on a ball peg, which she can move around extremely well. Ab crunch is awesome, as you guys can see. She can lean back about that much as well, which works. I dig it. Foot goes out that much. Love that. Foot goes back about that much, which is still good, actually, even further. So, yes, that works. Of course, she can do the splits about that much, and her legs, I believe, are on the drop down method, but not very much, so I'm probably not even going to pull on mine. She does have double jointed knees, which work extremely well. I think they probably executed that the best way that they could, so I dig it. Of course, you can turn her foot however you want to, but in order to get ankle pivot out of her, you have to move it to where this piece right here is curving, so you move it kind of like that, and it works extremely well because of this gap right there, and it doesn't look bad. Her foot goes up, let's see if I can move it, about that much because of this piece right here. Down, not at all, simply because this piece right here is hitting the back, but I mean, it's still fine. And of course, she does have a toe hinge, so articulation wise, I gotta give it to this figure, man. It's there. It's 100% perfect in my opinion. Of course, the hair hinders a little bit, but hey, they did the best that they can do. So articulation wise, I gotta give it a pass. Automatic. Now, for accessories, of course, she comes with the bare minimum, but I mean, for Wonder Woman, I will say they gave her enough. She comes with her standard face, which looks exactly like Gal Gadot. In my opinion, it is the best I have seen of any toy company attempting to make this gorgeous woman. And I've even seen Hot Toys that don't do that good on her. So props out to SH Figuarts Bandai for this one because this looks great to me. I don't care what anyone says. But of course, she comes with a pair of fist hands because Wonder Woman is always kicking butt, so she needs those. She comes with a pair of gripping hands for obvious reasons. I'll show her weapons in just a sec. And she comes with a pair of open palm hands. I wish they were a little bit more closed, and I'm not sure if it looks bad on camera, but if you just look at the like pinky fingers on these, they look extremely weird. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but they look weird. I mean, the hands are cool, but they just look weird. Anyway, she does come with an alternate face, which is awesome they did that because most superheroes they make never get these. And I will say, if you look at this head for too long, it will give you a headache because Wonder Woman slash Gal Gadot with no hair looks awkward. But I mean it's cool. It looks good. It looks extremely good on, and once again they did a great job with it. Now she does come with her shield, of course, which is nothing special, but I mean the colors on it look extremely good. I really like how vibrant this gold is. I dig that. That's pretty nice. I wish they would have went with the same gold as like on the shield, but this one just stands out more, and I don't know. I really like that one. I wish they would have went just that same goal the whole way. But no, that's not a complaint or a gripe. I dig it. Now, she does come with the Lasso of Truth. This is the one where it's opened. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but I mean, it's cool that they included it. I'm thinking if I use it, I'm probably going to have her holding it from this end instead of this one because I don't see how I can make this end wrap around someone, maybe their arm or something, but it'll look a little weird. But it's still cool that they included it. And of course, she comes with the Lasso of Truth rolled up, and once again, it looks good. It's just one gold color, and it does sit on that hook, as you guys can see, that is strapped to her shoulder. So yeah, it looks cool. Last but not least, she comes with her sword, and I mean, it's nothing special, but it's cool. I've heard she has some issues holding it. I hadn't put it in her hand yet. I'll figure that out a little bit later, but I mean, it works. I'm glad that they included it. I wish she would have came with a holster on her back to hold this. I really wish they would do that, but nah, whatever. Still cool. Anyway, move right along to some size comparisons. Now, for some size comparisons, here she is standing next to the GOAT, the man who is one of the only reasons that I even watch DC movies, the SH Figuarts Justice League Batfleck, and man, they look cool next to each other. Of course, Batman should be taller. We all know that, but I think if you angle them right and pose them the right way, you can make them look good together. Now, next up, here she is standing next to the Mafex Long Cape having goat, and of course the SH Figuarts Dark Knight goat. Next up, here she is standing next to the Mafex Armored goat, and of course the Mafex Nightmare goat. And just for the heck of it, here she is standing next to the SH Figuarts Suicide Squad. Now, my final thoughts on this figure are that I wish I would have just waited on SH Figuarts to make this so that I wouldn't have ever even wasted my money on the Mayfix. So this figure is awesome. I don't care what anyone says, this figure is dope. This is what I have been waiting for in a Wonder Woman figure, and I am not disappointed. SH Figuarts Tamashii Nations, you guys knocked this figure out of the park. Honestly, I think that it is phenomenal. I don't have any issues with it other than the paint splotches that I had, and it's a little bit more loose than the normal SH Figuarts, but it's not bad at all. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. It looks like the actor. The paint and sculpt is absolutely amazing. Like, I could go on and on all day. The hair looks extremely good. The sculpt work in the hair, the sculpt work of like the things she wears on her head, everything, like the eyebrows, they actually added eyebrows. If you have it in hand, it looks a whole lot better. But I remember the promo pics we were seeing, everyone was like, where are the eyebrows? It looks horrible. Just, there's nothing bad I can say about this figure. I'm sorry. This will probably be the first figure that I rate this well, but I'm sorry, I got to give it the 10 out of 10. I have to. It's that good. And it might be because I really love the actor, but also they really captured the actor. So I have nothing bad to say about this figure. I'm sitting here looking for something to say as I talk, and that's sad. I have to look for gripes because I know people are going to be like, oh, this is wrong with it. Oh, this is wrong with it. Shut up. No, it's not. This figure is perfect, man. I don't care what anyone says. So, you ask me what I think about it. Highly recommend it. She is pretty cheap. I think she goes for about $60. I want to say she'll be out in the States soon, so you can pick her up from my boys at Toys in the Box. Or if you're in a rush for her, of course, Nippon Yasan got our Ami Ami, Hobby Link Japan. Pick her up from some of those places. So, yeah, that's my review on it. Hope you guys liked it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And follow me on everything you see listed in the description below. Animated Heroes out. Peace. DC haters suck it.